Hello? 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 Oh, it does work now. It's on. Mute that. It should work. Is this working now? I didn't realize my mic wasn't working. I don't know why it's not. Sorry about that. Technical issues. I don't know. I don't know how anything works. I'm not a tech person. It's working now. I promise. I'm not a professional. I'm just vibing. Let's start again, shall we? Hello, hello. I don't know what happened. Anyway, hello. I'm Saros. Welcome. Or recap what I said when no one could hear me. I'm working on my Ghast plushie today, as I do all the time. I'm a little behind, though. A little behind what I planned. My audio looks good, okay? I'm a little behind on what I planned, so like... I did, but I'm also live now. I texted you. Yeah, I'm working on my Ghast friend today. A little behind because the zipper stuff confused me. Let's get back into why the zipper things confused me. I don't know. I've got it to the point where I can get the zipper attached to the head to open it. Like, well, this hand. I cut a slit. I cut a slit in his head, and I can put the zipper in it. But I'm trying to figure out the order of, like, zipper to pouch to felt. Because I want to, like, have a pouch in there because I want stuffing in the gas. I don't want it just to be, like, an empty space. But I don't know what shape the pouch needs to be or anything like that. I'm very confused. So I've sort of been putting that off. But I need this done in, like, a week so I can put out the video for October 6th. So we'll see. But I don't know. I'm confused. I don't know, you've never made a square purse before, but like it's difficult. Like I don't know what's going on. So it's rough. It's a rough time. I don't know. I don't know how to do it, so I've been putting it off. I'll work on it again later. After this, probably. Because I can't really... And it's also a problem of trying to figure out what I want to record, like, my hands doing versus what I can just, like, talk about or have pictures of. Because for my B, I was like, I'll just record everything. But now I'm just like, oh, but I'm doing... It's like different steps in a different order. You know, while I'm thinking of it and talking before I get to sewing. Also, sewing hurts my fingers. It hurts doing this much sewing. So, I'm making loud noises, I apologize. Sewing hurts my fingers doing it this much, so I just haven't wanted to sew, partially. I'm trying to get a sticky note. Sorry. Okay. So I need to figure out what steps I need to do in what order. And I'm going to write that down now because I keep going to do something and then being like, but what about this other thing? So, let's see. First, I need to finish the legs. So that's step number 1. Finish 2 off camera. Do legs. Do 1 on camera. Because I haven't recorded any of my sewing of the legs, but I have the feet on most of them. Most of them have a feet and are stuffed, and they're good to, like, chop up to put on the body, but 2 of them don't. That's what I'm going to start with today. 2 of them I need to put the feet on, and 1 of them I need to record me doing for the YouTube video. So, I haven't done that yet. Probably I'll do the 2 feet today. And then I can, words are hard. I'll do the 2 feet today, and then I can I'll probably record the other feet after I stream today, Possibly. I might take a break and do homework because I do have homework due that I've been putting off. It's fine. Yeah, I have one leg that I need to do on camera, 2 off camera. And then the order of things is where it gets confusing. This is why following a pattern is so much easier than doing it yourself, because then someone else has already done the thinking for you, and you don't have to think about what order you're making things in. But I'm doing this myself, which means I have to think like 6 steps ahead before I can sew one thing. Because, and like, especially for making a video of it, because like, I need to know what steps I need to like take photos of or record. But I've got all of the pieces. I need to take a picture of the sides. I haven't taken a picture of the painted sides. Is that how you spell words? I don't know. Because there's 2 sides of its head. The 2 sides that connect to the head, the face. I haven't taken a picture of yet. I took a picture of the rest of them so I can show like, this is it painted, you know what I mean? And then I need to probably, you always want to work as a fashion person, you always want to work flat as long as possible. It's a key point. You want to work, it's easier putting something on a flat thing than putting it on a 3D thing. 100% easier. Don't listen to my statistics, but it's 100% easier. So I need to work flat first. So then I'm thinking next step is probably get all of the head pieces ready to be put together. So that's the zipper on the top and like the legs put on the bottom. So I need to, let me do legs on bottom, because the legs on the bottom is also I've been putting off because I need to like cut them in different lengths because he's all like wibbly, you know, they're all like wibbly, they're not all the same length. So I need to figure out what to do for that. But I don't know if I saw one like paper craft video where she showed the lengths of the legs, so that's exciting. But I can use that if I wanted to try and get like the rough length of each of the legs for putting it on, and like the placement. I'm probably going to play around with it a bit, creative freedom and all that, because like I made the legs so they would go in a nice grid pattern, but they don't actually look like the grid pattern when they're on, so I have to look and like play around with it. And I've only got I'll only have 8 of the legs, but I might be able to do that on stream, at least play around where they go, and then the length will just sort of be like I think I'll find that papercraft video and use that as reference for the different lengths of all of the legs, because that'll probably be easier than figuring it out myself, because like there's only so many reference photos of a Ghast, you know, and like none of them are like the proper, because like the 3D model I was using, he's just got all of his legs in a grid the same way. Some of the other good ones are just like gifs of him wiggling, so like that doesn't help. So I don't know, or like they're weird, I don't know, I'll figure it out, play around with it. I can maybe do that today, because I do need to put the legs on the bottom of it first, and then I also need to put the zipper on the top and do all of that stuff. So that's also the top part. I'm just talking this out. I'm using this as a way to talk out my thoughts so I can like organize them better and like physically write them down. This is what you're useful for. Thank you. Also, if you're wondering what's happening to my hair right now, it's wet and I didn't want to style it, so you're getting what you're getting as it dries. But for the top, I'm thinking make the pouch part, attach it to the zipper, and then attach the zipper to the felt, and then like super glue it on the felt, because like I want it decoratively attached, but I don't trust just my stitching to hold it all together, so I'm just gonna like super glue it. But I'm thinking that's the plan of action, because I don't want to try and attach the pouch to the zipper after it's attached to the felt, because then that's just like more folding fabric in the way. So I think that's a plan. Pouch first, and then pouch to zipper, and then zipper sewn to felt, and then glue together. Just because that's, super glue everything. Make it a little bit sturdier. I don't do that for all my hand sewing, like the little legs. This is one of the legs of the mini guy. This is like sturdy. But for a zipper that's going to be a lot of wear and tear, I don't want to worry about like it falling apart, because I don't want to fix it afterwards, And then that's the top done. And then, I need to figure out how I'm attaching the straps to it. I was thinking just some black felt and like a D-ring sort of thing. But I'm not sure, because the straps are not like super secure. The straps are not like super strong. But I don't know. I'm thinking like a loop of felt, and then the strap, and then like a D-ring, like a metal D-ring sort of thing, and then the strap through that, and then sort of just like clamp together a whole bunch of hot glue and a piece of felt. It'll probably be black felt because the zipper and the strap are black, and then just sort of like glue that together. I don't know if could I make it? There's probably enough strap to be able to make it slightly adjustable. I'll have to check our hardware for that. But I think after the top is make the strap part. Or at least where probably make the whole, I was going to say at least where it connects to the Ghast. But then I can't do that unless I work all the way through just to make sure it works correctly. You know what I mean? You can't half-ass a thing. You gotta do all of it. So probably strap attachment, because then if it's a strap attachment, if I get that done, then once the legs are attached to the bottom, the top has a zipper and the strap attachment. Also to top or side, I'll sew it to the top. Then I can just sew it all together, you know what I mean? It'll be nice and easy, and it's just sew in a cube. So that would be nice, but and then sew body. But it's just, which parts of this do I need to record for content purposes? That's the next question. Because it's not easy. When I set up my camera to record my hands, it's resting on my ring light. Like, it's got a phone hook, but my camera's not a phone. My camera's a camera. And so it's resting on the phone hook. And then held onto that, because it's tilted at such an angle, it's held onto that with me wrapping a hair elastic around it. And then I can't bump it too much, otherwise it will fall. It's a little scuffed. Right now my setup's fine. I mean, if you don't count the fact that my ring light is leaning on my screen so I can get good lighting, it's still not even the best lighting, but it's better than nothing. Look, everything's a little scuffed. I'm just going as it is. But let me see. Legs on bottom. I just half record it because I need at least a little bit of that recorded, like sewing a leg onto the body, and probably some sort of at least like chat about why I'm doing the legs the way I am, but we'll see. And then the top pouch bit, like, it's all gonna be like half recorded. They're gonna be like, do I need to record this? Some of the stuff I've recorded has been with my phone too, because I'm just like, I need to move it around and the cords don't work. But I've got my sticky note list of order to do things in. Let's stick this. Where should I stick this? I've got the bottom of my screen is already covered in sticky notes. Actually, I don't need these two. That one's actually pretty good. I'll keep that one at first. to tell me what homework I need to do tonight. This can go, oh, I am so sorry. That's probably really loud. There we go. So I've got that planned out. So now it's just time to start sewing. I need to find where my little needle is though, because I think it's wrapped up in this half done leg. Oh, it is at a point I can cut it off. Nice. I don't know what to talk about. I've talked about making the things. Now time to start doing making. I'm a little warm, but I'm also like chilly. I don't want to take off my sweater. Is this white or gray? These are gray. This one's gray. Yeah. Okay. So these are white. That's gray. I'll throw that out and that. Okay. I don't know what to talk about today. Last time I ranted a whole bunch and I feel kind of bad. It happens a lot. I don't want to say I'm an argumentative person because I'm generally not. I like good debates, but sometimes I feel like the debates get a little heated and I don't want to deal with that, but you know. Let's see. I'm just checking. I want to say analytics. I don't know if that's the right word. I was going to check and see if I think my story on Instagram is posted. I'm trying to get people to watch because I don't know if anyone actually is. Nope, cool. It's fine. I don't know how to do Twitch things. I'm bad at this. Let me click buttons, see what things do. I don't know, man. I do just sort of be vibing. Brain goes burr sometimes. You know what I mean? It just sort of shuts off. Where did those threads go? They're on my lap. My hair is very long. Look at these cute earrings I got. They're little ghosts. They're little resin ghosts. They're sparkly. I also got these ones here. They're like, I don't know how to make it focus. They're little sparkly like green and purple moths. They're all resin. I got them from the Edmonton Expo I have their business card here. It's called Moth and Marrow. They were very nice and their stuff is all very cute. A little expensive, but it's handmade resin jewelry, so I will accept it because I'm just broke and have no money. So that's a me problem, not a them. They're doing great. And I also have a rose quartz heart necklace that I wrapped in wire myself. I got the rose quartz heart from a rock place at the Edmonton Expo, and then I wrapped it in wire. And now I have a pretty rose quartz heart necklace. Like the romantic I am. It's fun. I had to do a teaching thing on Wednesday because I'm an education student. So I had to do, in my class, I had to do like a mini 5-minute lesson for something that fit within my CTS module, whatever. So for me, it's the sewing, which, perfect. And so I did a little, like, more so textile arts. I taught this group of my group how to tie a slip knot for a crochet hook because that was something I could do in 5 minutes easy. And I went maybe a little bit overboard with my extra paper and stuff for it because I made a 30-second video that's unlisted on my YouTube account of me doing the like teaching the slip knot. It's not great. It's not like, it doesn't have like a beginning and it's just my hands for 30 seconds being like, and then you do this, this, and this, and now you got a slip knot. Then, sorry, I've tangled up this thread. But I made a little video and then I took screenshots from that video and put it on this little cutely designed how-to card thing I made for them, and then I put the link of that video also on that. And so I don't know if that gets me bonus marks from everyone, but I'm extra. I do things. I do too much sometimes. But my feedback for it so far has been pretty good. It's all like anonymous from my group. But it's a little knot in here. It's all like anonymous feedback, but they were all just like, this, thank you, you talk good. You have like a natural knack for teaching. And I'm like, hell yeah. It's always nice to be told you have a knack for something you paid money to do. You know? You're paying money to have that career. I'd hate if someone's like, this just isn't a fit for you. Which I feel like, not to throw shade on some of the people in my classes, but some of them are just so boring. I mean, no offense, but they just don't have the right, like, inflection and charisma needed to be a teacher. They could probably work on it, but they were never in my groups in a way that I could anonymously comment on that. Yeah, they were never in my group in a way I could not anonymously comment on the fact that they need to work on their public speaking, because I'm never going to do that to someone's face. I have way too much anxiety to go up to someone and be like, you need to work on your public speaking skills. Because, like, who am I to talk? I barely talk in class. I say, who am I to talk when I'm streaming? So we love that. But, like, yeah, I don't talk in class, so I don't want to go up to people that try and talk in class and be like, you're not good enough. Because, like, I'm sure they could work on it. It's just, it's just at the moment, I feel like they talk sort of like this the whole time, and they don't really have a lot going on. They sort of are like, well, I think that this should be because of this, and it's like, that's not how you want to talk. You gotta have more inflection, like, you gotta have more energy. You gotta speak up more. I'm not speaking up much right now because I live at home with my parents and I don't really need them listening into me while I'm streaming. But I still feel like even now when I'm just talking to no one, sewing a little thing, just mumbling away to myself, I still have more like energy than some of these people did in class. Because I'll watch some of my streams back because it goes on when I click on my channel and I'm looking at stuff. And, like, that's not bad. Like, I'm pretty proud of myself for how much I talk. But it's still just, like, some of these people were never theater kids. And that's their problem. I feel like when you're going into, like, more artsy things like CTS, which is Careers in Technology, for anyone that doesn't know, it's Careers in Technology Studies, which is fashions, foods, business, welding, mechanics, construction, that sort of stuff. It's all the fun options, you know? That's CTS. And for people going into CTS, a more creative field of teaching, I feel like they need to be, like, have the energy of drama kids to an extent. Like, not the crazy drama kids, but, like, I keep flipping my hair the wrong way. But, like, some of the cool drama kids. I was friends with a lot of drama kids because I took musical theater lessons and, like, singing lessons and stuff like that. So I was a drama kid. I will fully accept the fact I was a drama kid. I love musical theater and plays. And, like, maybe I wasn't great at drama when I was a kid because I was so painfully shy, but I had so much fun. Like, I might not have really liked being on stage because I felt people were judging me, but look at me now, putting myself out there for people to judge whenever they want. If they so choose to click on this video, they can judge me. I have no real knowledge of if someone is judging me or not. I'm going to be a teacher. They're all judging me constantly. So like, I've grown past this point where I don't want to be judged, to a point where I'm just like, yeah, fuck it, judge me. I don't care. I'm here. You can judge me. But I feel like some people in education just aren't necessarily cut out for it right now, at least. I had one friend from high school who chose to do education. I don't talk to her anymore, so I don't know what's up. But she chose to do education because she thought it would get her a job rather than just majoring in science. And that's not the energy you want. She hates people. Like, valid, but she absolutely did not like talking to people, or like, she was an APIB kid, you know, like, did like the advanced stuff. And it's just like, when she went to be a teacher, I was in my head, I'm like, you're not gonna last. I think last I heard about it, she took like a break for a year, and I think I've seen her around campus, but I don't talk to her. I think she follows me on Instagram, but that's about it. She doesn't even post on Instagram, so I have no idea. But yeah, there's some people like that where I'm like, you shouldn't choose to be a teacher yet. Do something else. You don't need to go to university as much as your parents might force you to. If your parents are forcing you to go to university and you just take it because that's what they want you to do, you're not going to be happy. You're not going to have a fun time. Like, I went to university because I've wanted to be a teacher since junior high. I mean, I would have loved to be a librarian, but that's a lot of reading and research, and like, I'm looking back on it, glad I didn't choose that. I hate reading. I like reading novels and stories. I hate reading, like, articles. But yeah, I went to school to be a teacher because I wanted to be a teacher. I like helping people. It also, when people can do something because I helped them learn how to do it, gives me a sense of validation. I'm just gonna put a headband on. My hair's getting in the way. There we go. Yeah, like, selfishly, like, I could try and be all selfish and be selfless, and be like, oh, I like teaching people because I just want to see people succeed. And it's like, well, yeah, I do want to see people succeed, but also, when my friends would come back to me in junior high after I helped them with math, and they'd come and be like, look what I did, I'd be like, yeah, you did so good, I'm proud of you. But in my heart, I was like, hell yeah, I did good. Like, I taught you good. You were having issues, I stepped in. Now you're not having as many issues, I did good. And so it's a sense of validation for me. And it's like, that gets me going. When someone tells me I did good, praise king. If someone tells me I did good, that's the best shit. If someone tells me like, oh, you're doing good, I'm like, hell yeah, I am, thank you. And that motivates me to do more. So, like, I'm very, very praise motivated. If someone tells me I do bad, I just say, okay. And then I cry about it. But if the minute someone motivates me, it's like, oh, you like, I love this thing. I'm very much the type of person you motivate. What is my knots doing? You motivate with, like, praise, and like, you do like the compliment sandwich, where if you're giving critiques, it's like compliment, critique, compliment. It's like, wow, your composition's great. Your colors are a little off, but I just love the vibe it has, you know? Then I'll listen to you, 'cause you're being nice to me. Be nice to me and I'll listen to you. If you start off a sentence with, I like this thing about your work, A+. That's why I'm bad at giving critiques, though, for like art and like art stuff, because I'm like, I just want to compliment people. You did good, I really like it. I don't want to make you feel sad. I don't want to be rude. So like, I'm very bad at when I was in art classes doing critiques, because I was like, I don't want to be rude. Your art is cooler than mine. I don't want to tell you what to do. Like, if you're asking me, especially when it's like half done artwork, God, I hate giving critiques on that. Let me see your sketch. I'll critique your sketch all you want. But when your artwork's like half finished, I'm not talking about that shit. You put so much effort into it. Especially more like the physical art. Digital arts, less so, because like digital art you can change easier than physical arts. But like things like a print. What if someone made a print and like the thing to change it would be like carving it differently? I don't want to mention that shit. I don't want to put someone into a position where they have to do like 10 times more work because I told them something. Like, I don't want to do that to you, because sometimes my critiques for people in printmaking was like, your composition's off, do it again. And I'm not going to do that. It's so much money and time. But you give me a sketch, show me a sketch, and I can be like, yeah, okay, so this doesn't look, your composition's off. This is too much empty space here. Is that what you're going for? If so, you need to balance it with asymmetrical balance more. Like, I can do that. But you show me a half-finished work, beautiful. I'm not saying a word. That's why I did not like critiques in art school and like my art classes. I appreciated the feedback, but also like I hated giving feedback because I'm like, I don't want to make you do more work. You're so talented and pretty. It was a problem. But where was I even going with this? I don't know. I'm almost done putting a foot on this leg. Let me talk to you about this leg for a second. So, I don't know if you can see it that well. It's fine. So I'm doing 5 stitches across because you've got your corner ones. I put one in the center and one in between because that works better. And so I already poked holes in the feet pieces. You can sort of see the light. You can sort of see I poked holes across it just to mark where they needed to go, because there's going to be one in each corner, one in the center, and one in between those dots, because that's what holds it on best. My stitches are a little long. I would have preferred if I did smaller stitches for this. It's too late now. But I'm just going around, and then in each corner hole of the foot, there's a thread going through it twice, because one goes through up, and then you poke a hole through this side so it looks nice. You'll see it better in like close-up videos of it, but doing pretty good. I was thinking about what to stream after I make Ghast Purse, because I'm not going to start on my December video. I'm not going to start on that until November. I give myself a month to make each project, because otherwise, too much time. I'm not going to do it. Even a month is a lot of time. But thank you, Main J, for following. Appreciate that. But yeah, giving myself a month even to a month to do a project is a lot of time for me. I am a procrastinator. I work best on a short time span. Why do you think some of my assignments that are due at midnight tonight aren't going to get done until like 5 p.m.? Because there's a time crunch. To be fair, my one of the education ones, they're both education, but the one that's like a thing I have to hand in, that one, it was for my 5-minute presentation, so I don't need to, like, I did half of it already. I just need to add like the feedback part and then like pre-read it, and then I think that's all I need to hand in. He sent out an email of what we needed to hand in for it, my prof, but I just need to check my Google my Google form and see if my group mates did feedback, and then write that into the table thing we got, and then hand it in and like give myself like a reflective feedback on it. And then my other one, I didn't do the reading. It's a class discussion thing. So I don't know what university's like for anyone other than people at U of A, because I go to U of A, so that's what I know for university. I got this leg done. I'm dropping things. Leg. I'll stuff it after I do the other leg, but yeah, so I don't know what university's like, but for me, for my online classes, I'm confused. Did I use the right amount of threads? Sorry, I'm confused. Hold on. I did. What's this then? Who are you? Hello? Anyway, for me, from online classes, there's like discussion forums, and you have to do a discussion and then like hand in like it's like a discussion forum. For this class, it's an online teaching class, so it's an online class about teaching online, and it's boring. But we have a discussion forum every week, and then in the first classes he was like, oh yeah, do that like Monday or whatever, because our lectures on Wednesdays. He's like, yeah, do it like early ahead of time. The thing is, all of it's like do a reading and then like comment on the reading. I don't do readings. I'm not going to read a 26-page document in my free time. That's boring. I don't have the attention span for that. So, either, and like I've tried using text-to-speech things, and they just don't work, because then it's just robot voice that I drone out. Like it drones on, and I zone out, and I just don't care. But yeah, it's a rough time, but I don't do readings for classes. So when it's like, oh yeah, your discussion forum is do a reading, and then do a reading and then discuss it. I don't want to do that, but I can read everyone else's discussions. So what I'm going to be doing, probably after this stream, is reading everyone's posts on the discussion forum, and then taking notes on their posts and writing my own based on what other people have said. It works great. It works great for me specifically, because I don't like when I don't get like example formats of things that I'm writing, because like I can write things, but I always feel like I'm doing it in not the same way as everyone else. The neurodivergent mindset. It's a rough time, so I get anxious and don't want to write things and feel like I'm doing it wrong, and then I'll like judge myself too harshly and whatever. But if I read other people's discussion posts and just take some of their points, so that way I'm not making too different of a point. If I take some of their points and write it in the same format everyone else has written their stuff in, then I'm doing great, you know? I want to go to classes and then like sit middle of the pack, you know? I don't want to be exceptionally good. I don't want to be exceptionally bad. Like, I just want to sit middle of the pack, not worrying about anything. That's how I do my classes. I really messed up when I was taking the threads out of this thread. This embroidery floss. But yeah, so I do all of my discussion posts like that half the time when I remember to do them. I think discussion posts are dumb and useless. So there's that as well. But yeah, I have to, because I don't want to read a 26-page document to write something that'll get me like 5% of my grade. That's not really worth it for me. You know what I mean? Oh, I should leave this one off to the side because it's nicer. So I would rather just read other people's work and make it my own, you know? So that's what I'll be doing. those are my two things due today. And then Monday I have a presentation that I'm not super prepared for, but I need to finish writing my chunk of it. I'm trying to hold on. I need to finish writing because it's on the Myers-Briggs like personality stuff. It's fun because that's the, I don't know if you know Myers-Briggs, it's the INFJ, like ENTP, stuff like that. I don't know the letters. INFJ is mine, that's why I know mine. But it's the Myers-Briggs sort of personality stuff. Finally got this thread. And there's a group of 3 of us. It was very much like thrown into the group, told what to do. And it was rough. The group does consist of one of the people from my other classes, which is nice because she's nice. But the way we're doing our presentation, it's a 15-minute presentation. The way we're doing ours is like talk about the history of the Myers-Briggs, talk about like what it is, and then I talk about my personal experience with it because I did the 16 personalities quiz in like 2019, and I did it again like 2 weeks ago because my friends were doing it. I still got the same letters, it's just a slightly different percentages, which is fun. I'm a lot less self-conscious and like perfectionist than I was before, which is fun. I think university has thrown that out of me because boy is it tiring. But I was going to talk about this is my personality, this is what I got recently, this is what I got before. You can see the difference, how it does change as you grow older and like you change as a person. But and here's like what they've written about it in these certain scenarios, and surprisingly they're very accurate. I'm gonna be standing up there talking, and I feel bad because I don't want to sound like conceited or like I'm just full of myself, but that's what it makes you sound like when you're talking about what they said, because they're like, oh, you're selfless, you just want to help others, and it's like, that makes me sound like I'm full of myself. I promise I'm not. Like, I do agree on a base level with these points. Like, it's not wrong, but do I really want to say this to a class of my peers? Not really. But am I going to do it anyway because it's for the grade? Yeah. It's rough. Because it just makes me feel like I'm talking about myself too much. But I gotta finish writing that up and then putting it in our document. I wasn't going to, because we have a presentation, I wasn't going to I wasn't going to put the words on the presentation. I was just going to have it in like the notes of our PowerPoint or Google. Oh, jazzy. I was putting in the notes of our Google slide. That's what it is. And then read it from there because I don't want to have so many words on the screen. I don't. Like, I've learned to improvise as I speak, which is a good thing to be teacher, public speaker in general. You don't want to read off a script. That's boring. That's lame. So I've just sort of written some points, and I need to go over it and talk to myself as I go over it to see if it's roughly 5 minutes. I'm giving myself about 5 minutes, because if it's a 15-minute presentation, and there's 3 of us, you each get 5 minutes. So I'm giving myself 5 minutes. But the amount other people have written, I'm probably gonna have as much time as I want to talk, you know. But it's a fun thing. We picked it because we were like, oh, I don't know any of these theories, and I was like, the only one I recognize is Myers-Briggs, and then I was like, that's like the INFJ stuff, you know. And they were like, oh yeah, that. Let's pick that one. So we got that one. But that's on at Monday night, so I have like the weekend to do it, but I'm probably gonna try and do it today, because if I can do it today, then my weekend, I'm going out fabric shopping tomorrow, which is exciting. I'll get back to that, but my weekend will mostly be making Ghast Boy and mini Ghast Boy, because again, I've got one mini Ghast leg. It doesn't have a bottom, but he's gonna be so itty bitty adorable. My weekend's probably going to be sewing stuff. I'm also trying to make myself the tote bag I have planned to make my friends for Christmas. I have fabric for basically all of theirs, and then I have extra stuff that I bought for, and I have one for me. But then I bought some cute stuff from Walmart, and I'm gonna make a bag out of that first as my test practice bag for like size and practicality and stuff like that, because I can make like a mock-up bag for myself. It's fine, because I want to know how big it needs to be for me to carry my laptop in it, because that's my goal. I want this tote bag to be like my school bag, because I don't like backpacks. I don't, because I used to always carry one on one shoulder, but a backpack gives me more opportunity to put more stuff in it, which makes it heavier, which means carrying it on one shoulder is painful. But I hate putting a backpack on two shoulders, especially with my hair being fucking as long as it is. You can't even see it. At the back it goes down to like my waist. Yeah, like my waist. Putting a backpack on with that, awful, especially in the winter. That'll suck when you have a jacket and a backpack. No thanks. Just a one shoulder thing, easy. Just take all my hair, go like this, put it on my shoulder, and I'm good to go. So I'm trying to make like a good tote bag for that. My friends can use their tote bags for whatever they want, but yeah, I was gonna do that this weekend as well. The lining will probably just be whatever fabric I find, probably like broadcloth or something. My friends will have like nicer linings, and I was gonna like embroider my friends and mine, doing like a Japanese like quilting technique, I believe, where it's just a whole bunch of like long running stitches in like a sort of grid shape. I think that'll look cute. So that's what I'm doing on theirs. I was gonna put like some fun like either glow in the dark yarns or like floss or sparkly floss, like embroidery floss, just to make it look fun in theirs, just and give it like a little more texture. I'm debating whether or not to have, because their lining's also just quilting cotton, I'm debating whether or not to have a third layer in between to make it sturdier, that's like a canvas or a twill or something. I just have to look and see if we have enough, because I don't want to buy more, because I'm unemployed and broke. So I should start applying to jobs again, because it's getting to the season. Michael's hired me, please, but it's getting to seasonal shifts, and I'll straight up take anything at this point. I worked at PetSmart for 2.5 years. I worked at Fabricland for a month and a half. Please hire me. But we'll see. We'll see how, if I can get a job and stuff like that. I feel like there's something else I was going to talk about. Oh, no one's here, but you want to hear about cults? So I'm taking a class about cults and new religious movements, which is very fun. I'm the note taker for me and my friends, which means that I sort of just do whatever. Like my notes look so pretty. Honestly, hold on, let me pull them up. I'm very proud of my notes, my note taking skills. I'm straight up gonna show you my notes because I think they look pretty. Because I think I do a very good job at taking notes. Let me find it. A good chunk. We'll just do yesterday's notes. This one. Which means my friends don't have to show up all the time. Which, like, fine. I don't mind. I'm fine as if they, because my one friend, Deegan, he said he would take notes on our readings, and I don't do the readings. So if he takes notes on those, bet it's a good deal. Otherwise, I'm going to make him buy me, like, a boba one time or something. Repay me for my notes. Buy me one single drink. Thank you. But yeah, my cult class. Oh, I was gonna tell you, fun thing about my cult class is we were in my notes, we haven't gotten to it yet, but in my notes they're talking about like the anti-cult movement and stuff, and you probably saw that was what our notes are for this, is the anti-cult movement, which is fun. But the thing I find very fun is there is a thing called cults against something. It's the acronym's CAN, C-A-N. I don't remember what it was. Cults. I feel like it's cult something. I think I have it in the text. Hold on. Pause. I texted it to my sisters because I found this interesting. Cult Awareness Network. That's what it was. CAN. And that, the fun thing about that was started by a dude that was like extreme into deprogramming. Like it did like very extreme deprogramming, which yikes, because the deprogramming was like straight up kidnapping people in cults, tying them down, and being like, and having their family be like, we miss you, we love you. Very gross. Anyway, he started the Cult Awareness Network, and then someone, I think it somehow got into Rick Ross's hands. I think it's Rick Ross, who is also an extreme like deprogrammer. And then someone sued him, and then the lawyers for Scientology, took on the case and bankrupt the Cult Awareness Network. And then, because the Cult Awareness Network was bankrupt, the Scientologists bought it. So now the Cult Awareness Network is run by Scientologists. And I think that's wild. I think that's super fun, and I want to talk about it in class. We haven't gotten to that yet. But, like, give me that tea. The Cult Awareness Network is run by Scientologists? Whack. But that was a fun thing I learned about my notes yesterday. Because I type up my notes ahead of time. But yeah, that was fun. I was like, this is fun facts. These are the fun facts I remember. Leg 2. I'll probably stuff these now. These are fun facts I remember from my classes. Because, like, the Cult Awareness Network is run by Scientologists? How does that work? Why is that fair? Okay, we're moving on now. So I have a bag here full of stuffing. We've got a big bag of stuffing in the basement. I put it in a small bag and take it up to my room so I don't have to worry about it. But the way I do this, stuffing these legs, is if these had pellets, beans, rice, whatever you want to use as weight, then I would put those in first. Probably I'd put like this much. Again, this guy's being a purse though, so I don't really want him to have weight. And he's got so many legs, it's a lot of surface area. So I'm just putting stuffing in. But I take a little ball of stuffing, put it in here, push it in with my fingers, and then stab it in with this chopstick that I have in my room. I don't know why. But turn around until it feels like it's in there more, and then you put more in. Put it in, and then I use the wider end of the chopstick because it gets a little more surface area, but I want to shove it into like the corners of it. And I'm hoping to God I don't have to unstuff these, because I'd need some like long tweezers or something. I'd probably have to use my frog's tweezers to pull the stuffing out, because this end is solid, so you can't like reach in. But I had stuffed all of these before I put the bottom on it, and it was really fun to take a chopstick and just shove it through, because then you get like a log of stuffing, and that was entertaining to me. it's sort of, I don't know an example of what this feels like, but you want to try and get it into all of the corners. It's sort of like you're going to be felting it. If I've never done like needlepoint felting, but essentially I think, similar concept is you take it. Let me, hold on. I'll do it after this one. You take it, put your chopstick, push it around. I stuffed one and then used all of them, as reference for my other ones. So like I'll feel this and be like, this is more stuffed than this one, so this one needs a lot more stuffing. It's barely got any. But let me take the Ghast off the screen so I can clip this. Go back to having the Ghast on screen, a visual reference for what I'm doing. The stream might not be super long. I have been out live for like an hour. Might only be like, I was gonna say an hour and a half. That's not enough time. Like 2 hours, because again, I have homework I need to do, and lots of the stuff I need to make is for the Ghast does need to be recorded, and I don't want to set up my camera for a stream because that was kind of no fun doing the painting one where you couldn't see me. I feel like it's more fun to see me doing my felting stuff, see my face, see my expressions. When I chat, it's not just like hands or whatever. If I ever get more viewers and like a more consistent following, I'll ask y'all what you'd want. But right now, personally, I like seeing my face, especially when I talk with my hands. So talking and doing felt stuff is difficult because then I stop to like gesture, and then I get nothing done. That's why it took me 2 hours to make one leg 2 weeks ago. I am bad at time management. This is just a fact. But I think that's better. little more at the top. I mean, half of these are going to be like cut off anyway, but I'm stuffing them as if they're for full legs. My bat, I do have my, I thought I lost my bat sunglasses. I was wondering where they were. I see them right over there. That's good. Halloween's coming up, which means I need my fun sunglasses. Oh, that's a little extra stuff now. I'll take this piece back out, actually. That seems good. Now I have, what is that? 7. I can't count. Now to stuff this one. But Halloween's coming up, which means I need to figure out how many weeks are in October. Pause. How many weeks? 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice. And then Halloween's on the Monday, on the 5th week. So I don't need to worry about that. But I have lots of fun Halloween earrings, such as ghosts, little ghost friends. And last year I only had like one class I wore different earrings in, I think so. I don't really remember, but I didn't wear, like, I only had like one different pair of earrings a week, I think, something like that. But this year I've got 4 days of classes: Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. Tuesday, Thursday are the same class. Monday, Wednesday are the morning's the same class, afternoon's a different class, but I don't really care too much. But that means I essentially need 2 different pairs of earrings a week. So Monday, Tuesday gets the same earrings, Wednesday, Thursday gets the same earrings. All of October I plan my outfits around my earrings, so that's fun, but I need to find all my earrings and then pick 8 different ones, because 2 a week, 4 weeks, 8. Pick 8 different spooky earrings, and then what I do is I sort of rank them in level of spookiness. So the least spooky, so like these ghosts, or if I need to, these little moths are like kind of Halloween themed, but not super, or like these bird skulls, these are a little more Halloween themed. I'm going for like spooky-ish. I take those and then I rank them from most spooky, like least spooky to most spooky, because I have some earrings that straight up just say boo. Those are like closest to Halloween sort of thing. They're like orange and black, just say boo on them. Those are like the closest I'll get to Halloween. But I need to pick 8, rank them from least spooky to most spooky, or take all of my Halloween earrings, pick the 8 spookiest ones, and then basically I'll have them laid out and pick outfits. I'll need 2 different outfits for each earrings, and then Fridays I'll do whatever for stream stuff, pick my favorites from that week. And then that way I can have spooky earrings all of October. That's the goal. That's the dream, spooky earrings. Some of them are like spooky to a point that I put them away for most of the year, like the boo ones. I think I have like some big spider hoops that I don't wear most of the year because they're not really super my style, but they're good for Halloween. But you figure that out. I was also thinking, because I don't know what to stream once I do the Ghast stuff, because for making my Halloween costume, it's a lot of stuff that I don't think I'll be able to do up here in my room, because it's a lot of sewing, and all of our sewing stuff's in the basement. I don't really know how to do that. I don't want to deal with that. So I was thinking cross stitch, because I want to learn a cross stitch, and I just haven't got around to it quite yet because I want to learn pixel art first. But there are a few cross stitch patterns I want to do that are like bird skulls, things like that I think would be very fun. So I'm thinking October streams are just going to be me cross stitching. The one on Friday, October 28th, I will be in costume because I'm having a Halloween party that night. So it'll probably be like either it'll probably be maybe an hour-long cross-stitch stream, because gotta get that content, but also I'm gonna have to set up for like my party and stuff. It's just a small party. We play board games with some of my friends. It'll be very fun. But yeah, I'm thinking cross-stitching, because that'll be a fun time. And I can do ghost stuff, because I really like ghosts right now. I just really wanna draw ghosts, and also ravens and crows. The hyper fixated on ravens and crows. I have this. There we go. It's from Michael's. It's half cut off, but it's a bird, and it says haunted. Come on in, or like come right in. Love it. Spent probably too much money on it because it's from Michael's. Love it. So good. It's got like what I think is probably supposed to be a raven, because all other stuff was like Raven, Edgar Allan Poe, Nevermore themed, you know, in the section this was in. But like, you can't see its face, but it is more of a crow than a raven, because again, for some reason I've been hyper fixated on this, and now I know the differences between crows and ravens, and can pick them out and look at pictures and be like, that's a crow, that's a raven. Why? That's a good question. I can't answer you that. But this guy, he has got a beak of a raven, but everything else is very crow, including like his tail, which is one of the more common things. Tails on crows are like flat curve sort of thing, and then ravens is like pointier. His neck is also like skinnier, but like the beak is the right shape. So I'm like, you got your bird anatomy a little off, I think. But I mean, it's still cute. It's a good bird, so I'll take it. But it's just a little off. But yeah, all I want to do right now is draw crows and ravens and ghosts. Because I love, as much as it's like super basic art school kid things, I love shading fabric. Oh, I just absolutely love it. It's just a ambiguous piece of fabric, and you have to shade it. Oh, I love that. It's my favorite thing. I haven't done a lot of it recently, but that's why I'm like, let me just draw. Like, you know, the sheet ghosts? People taking like photos of like aesthetic ghost photos, and they just had like a sheet. Chef's kiss. I just want to draw those ghosts. I'm probably gonna do that. Because they're so fun. I just want to shade some ghosts. I love shading. I've always loved shading. It's one of my favorite things, is shading pictures. Especially like fabric. Oh, it's so good. Yeah, look, I've said I was gonna do lots of things out of this stream. I might just straight up draw some ghosts. I found my sketchbooks from university. I don't remember where. I feel like I had a different sketchbook for printmaking, but I don't know where it is. Because I'm pretty sure the sketchbooks I have out were for my drawing class, and then my fundamental art and design classes. So we'll see. There's lots of empty pages in those sketchbooks though, so that's why I'm like, I'll use them up, draw some spooky ghosts, because I just want to draw ghosts. That's why I've got ghost earrings and a skeleton cardigan that I got that's super cute. It's very comfy. But I'm just in a spooky mood, and it's only October 23rd. What day it is? Oh no, September 23rd. It's my cat's birthday. How can I forget? Not my cat. Other cat that lives in this house, Kato. He turns like 12 today. He's a big boy. Legs done. Let me pull out all 8 of the legs I have finished. Legs. Look at how many legs. Very fun. We'll go back to Minecraft talking now, because I want to hold up these legs. Let me just do 3. Hold on, 3 for a second. So, for the Ghast, talking about having its legs be in different positions. I want the middle row to be like straight center. Then do I want these all like overlapped by like half a block? Like, how do I hold this and then get you to see this nicely? Like this sort of thing. So like, I want it the other way. Hold on. I like the front. It'll be, I feel like the front needs to be, oh, but then, you know, like this is difficult to hold, but like this sort of thing, do I want them like this? It would probably be easier if it was like this, like this is the center and there's one on either side, but I kind of, because the other way is just like a diagonal line and that's kind of boring. But then that means front row straight across, and I don't want that. I don't know, I'll have to figure it out, because then these are also all going to be like different lengths, you know. Cut this off. Yeah, that looks cuter rather than having them all the same. So they're gonna all be different lengths. Yeah, I'm gonna have to play around with this, I think, because as much as I want, because it would look better to me in my brain to have the center row be centered, but I don't think it'll actually look better in the long run. Because this is essentially just going to be like a row of 6, and then this balanced on top. And I think that'll look better. You can't see this, and I apologize, but rather than hard to stack things slightly diagonally. That would maybe not be so bad if it was all different lengths. That's long, this is short. This is long. I don't know how I'm gonna organize this. I don't know, man. I've just got 8 legs. We'll figure it out later. God, why is the gas so complicated? I think I'm done. Do I want to just draw a ghost right now? Possibly. Because I don't know what I need to sew. Because, like, I finished 2. I'm gonna grab my sticky note. I finished the 2 legs off camera. I don't want to do put the legs on the bottom right now. That's too much brain power, and this headband's cutting that off. That's too much thought. And I don't have anything to do with the pouch and stuff yet. And the little guy can be done whenever. He's probably, I'm making the little, Goobert? I think that was what Riley said I should name him. He's being made into a Instagram reel / TikTok, or a YouTube short. He's being made into a short vertical video. So I'm working, and it's not going to be as technical as the YouTube video for the big guy, because the big guy I want it to be like a tutorial, the little guy I want it to be like a entertainment, you know? So he's just being made whenever. He's probably going to get posted mid-October, because big guy's getting posted October 6th. Probably post little guy. Let me pull up a calendar again. October 6th. You know what? I could post it 20th, something middle of the week, sorta. Say you got 2 weeks to Halloween to make it, roughly. Or I could straight up post it like the next week if I have him done. But he doesn't take long. One leg takes me like 30 minutes max. It's just it hurts my fingers and I get bored, you know? So, like I do it like on the bus listening to music and then I'm just like asleep. That's no fun. I was digging around for my printmaking stuff. Printmaking? Just pencils. That's what I was going for. I was digging around for my pencils and I made a mess of my area. But let me pull out a sketchbook and draw some ghosts. Because that's what I want to do. That's all I really want to do at this very moment is draw some ghosts. This is an old sketchbook. This is from like end of high school? Something like that. I forgot I was drawing that. I gave up. Okay, and then there's half of this sketchbook is empty. And then it gets into design stuff. Let me pull up my Pinterest board of ghost friends. Now you can hear me. God, I'm so sorry. I don't know what I was talking about. How much I like doing tip with boring. I need to figure out why my microphone thing isn't working. Mic audio. Why are you not? Because you're some weird device. This should work now. Hold on. It should, okay. Let me test, see if this works. I think I might have fixed it. Is this working? Can you hear me? Is this working? Nice! Okay, so I did fix it. Don't know what the problem was. Yes. Real quick. Oh, I thought... I did my little record thing, but I went to a different thing that I don't think had the audio input, so it might have just been blank audio. No, I'm so sorry. I don't know what I'm doing. Today's been rough. Oh, today's been rough. I'm real sorry. I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna have to look at the VOD after this. I'm drawing a ghost. God. I'm gonna have to look at the VOD and see how much of that's accidentally muted myself. Oh, goodness. Back to drawing a ghost friend. God, I'm embarrassed now. This is what happens when you have no one to tell you that they can't hear you. I'm embarrassed. Goodness. Oh, I'm a fool. I don't have anything with me right now to blend this super nice, like blend my shading very good, but see, now you can probably hear my pencil scritching. Is this calming to you? No one, because no one's here. God, I'm so embarrassed. It's fine, Saros. You did good. You're trying your best. No one's here to judge you for it. Sob. Hoo. You know what I mean? Goodness. I mean, he's looking like a pretty fun friend, but ghost friend. Do they look similar? I think he looks like a pretty good ghost friend. Let me find a different picture of a ghost friend. I'll draw another ghost friend. One more ghost friend and then I'll be done. Which ghost friend? I like this one, but he might take a hot minute. We'll do this guy, because he shouldn't take. Whoa, big. There. draw me some ghost friend. Because I want to draw friend. And I'm not great with human anatomy. To be fair, I'm not good at drawing human anatomy. So, he's about as wide as he is tall. These aren't like gonna be perfect because I am just very quickly doing them. But I wanted a ghost friend. So make them yourself, you know what I mean? That sounds like a threat. That's a good threat. I want a ghost friend, so I'm gonna make one myself. Sounds like murder to me. No, I'm just drawing a ghost. No murder. No murder, Twitch. Just ghost drawing. My ghost will not have sunglasses because I don't want to draw them. He's just gonna have circles, you know? I enjoy drawing. I just, without school telling, like some teacher telling me to draw, I don't draw very often. Because I'm not like big artist, you know? Like I enjoy a good drawing, but I don't need to draw like a lot. It's because I do so many other crafts. I enjoy a lot of things, therefore I don't use drawing to express myself when I'm like, I could be making a felt ghast, you know what I mean? But I think I should draw more. I need someone to tell me to draw more. I need more free time is actually what I need. But you know how that is. University student, no free time allowed. If I want to talk about Minecraft news while I'm sitting here, no one's listening. I texted Riley, my friend Riley, about this because I thought it would be funny, but I want Rambo and Dream, they don't even have to face reveal to everyone, just each other and hang out because I feel like they're just gonna look like two basic white boys, and I think that's hilarious. I think that'd be so funny just to see two tall basic white boys just hanging out from like the more recent pics of Dream, and like, I don't know, it's just I just want them to hang out and be basic white boy nerds together because I think it would be funny. That's the news I care about. There's lots of drama going on Twitch. I'm never actively like observing the drama, so like I don't know really what's happening because Twitter is hard to get clear answers from. So I sort of third hand hear the drama, you know. This leg turned out real bad. I'm so sorry, Ghost Boy. Pretty good. His feet are funky, but like his leg is too long. I've got 2 ghost friends. I think that's it for today. I'm tired. Sleepy. Want to probably eat some more food. I'm a little hungry. But I think that's it for today. I'm pretty sure you could hear me most of the stream. I am gonna check the VOD after I leave, but it's been an hour and 42 minutes. That seems like a long enough time to me, but I'll say bye now. I finished making 2 legs and wrote down exactly what I need to do and thought more about what I need to do and record for each thing. But that's had fun as always. Follow me on all social media. It's Saros_crafts, SAROS_CRAFTS, same as it is here. I can't spell. Same as it is here. Everywhere. Twitch, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. I don't go on, I don't post on Twitter very often, but follow me. The most updates you'll get is on Instagram. But follow me. Come hang out next week. I try and stream every week on Fridays at 1:30. It's scheduled. May or may not happen. Should happen next week. I don't have any plans saying it's not going to happen, but it's been fun. Next week I should be getting close to finishing up, so the head will probably be half sewn together, ideally by then, because your boy needs to get on it, get some work done. But yeah, the legs are done. Should be sewn on. I'll probably post updates on my story when I do things. But yeah, next week, next Friday, I should be pretty close to done the Ghast. It will be done being made that weekend, first weekend of October, because next Friday is the 30th. So 1st or 2nd of October, it will be done. The video should be posted Thursday the 6th, because I'm just going to post videos. My goal is to post a YouTube video every other month, the 6th of every other month. I'm a little behind. I skipped October. I skipped August. I was busy, but I did June 6th. It's going to be October 6th. The next one after that's going to be December 6th. And then February 6th, on like that. So look out for that. That's coming. That's less than 2 weeks away. Which means I should probably actually put stuff in the editor and have a base going so I don't have to do it all at once, but it's fine. I made the B video. I made the B and made the video in about a week. I'll be fine. But yeah, so next Friday, the stream, we'll be making the Ghast, but the Friday after that, probably just cross-stitching. I'll get stuff to cross-stitch and do that for fun. Or making the mini Ghast. That could also work. But it's been fun. Follow me on social media. Come hang out. Try and do this every Friday. If I have time, I'll do it other days of the week, but I usually don't have time because I'm a university student that puts off her work until the end. But your boy's done. Your boy's done for the day. So I'm gonna sign off. Gonna say bye. Gonna watch the VOD and see how many times I accidentally muted myself because I don't know how anything works, but it's fine. It had a weird thing that it was saying the microphone was. It was just a whole bunch of numbers, and I don't know what that means. I'm not a tech person, but bye. See you next week. See you on Instagram most likely, but Bye. See ya.